piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped on Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's what rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down the camera.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC-NFC Pro Bowl. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the NFC taking on Patrick Mahomes and the AFC.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. For years, the
no le gana. Saludos.
Efforts, but now they get a trip to Vegas as EA Sports welcomes you to Allegiant Stadium here in Southern Nevada. The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A first down carry for Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Miércoles, unos días después. Lo iba a jugar antes, pero
here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's caught by Water on the left side. And he will be out of bounds here. Will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Para lo que es una sustitución de cada posición.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs.
Wow.
42 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you've got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Well, they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they...
Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He dumps it off for Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. and welcome in everyone to this slimmed down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the...
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And it's a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 6 yards away. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. They do tack on the extra point as well. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the NFC defense once again. They're working here with a tie game. The question here I like to ask is how aggressive do you play this defensively?
You just want to make sure that you don't give up the play that beats you. I mean, it's that's really your line of aggressiveness. Play it straight, make sure tackles, do what you have to do, but don't give up something big that all of a sudden you look at the scoreboard and say, we blew a golden opportunity.
I wouldn't mind OT. I wouldn't complain.
I wouldn't complain either. Just make sure you call the producer and tell him to cancel our table for dinner tonight.
Will do. Connecting with Hill. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes. Finding Allen. A gain of 6 there on first.
Parece que va a ser un field goal largo. ¿Qué pasó?
Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Mahomes.
Bien.
Quite a few plays. They might look back on and say we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Mahomes to throw it. He's got Henry. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Wow, man, no puedo creerlo.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. First down. It's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Second and 11 now.
Aquí no va a haber tampoco. Aquí se le van a proteger.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the NFC going to take a timeout in second. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Jugada, mano. Qué jugada. No hay que quitársela,
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Vamos a ver qué tenemos aquí.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously
Tremendo juego.
in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
Había que jugar para